Hi guys, I'm on the way back from test flying this guy, and I've done quite a bit of testing today with two props. The Dal 5050 Cyclone dual blade, and believe it or not, the Dal 5046 Cyclone, which I'm surprised I could use on this quad. Now, I'm going to start off by saying, when I originally flew this quad on the GEP 5040 tri-blades, as I said at the time, it felt awesome. The way it could spin on a dime, etc., was so fun to fly. But harping back to my original build using these motors, there was always a question mark about how much top speed they actually had. And I don't really know the answer to that question, if I'm honest, right now. But what I can tell you is these props aren't particularly great. In fact, they're pretty rubbish on this quad. They don't have a huge amount of grip. They feel clumsy in the air, and they didn't really improve the top speed of the quad massively over the 5040 tri-blades, which surprised me actually. So I won't be bothering with these again. At that point I thought, oh, sod it, I'll try the Cyclones, the 5046, and I kind of did it conservatively because I was expecting, despite the relatively cold temperatures, hot motors. But with these props on this quad, and if you've got children in the room, turn them off now, is absolutely fucking brilliant. It is the best thing I have ever flown in my entire life. The breadth of ability it has with these props on is just incredible. It's nimble, it's fast, it's got decent top end, it turns on a dime, and when you put 850s on, because this quad is so light, it's not that much of a battery hog, because of the prop unloading, which was the entire point of testing this silly light quad in the first place. So it's perfectly fine to run it with 850 mAh batteries. And if you look at the footage, which is me kind of, whizzing around a relatively small area, well, this is what this quad is really designed to do. It's not a big heavy freestyle quad that's going to fly 10 miles away and shoot across open fields, etc. It's designed to be fast and nimble through tight spaces, i.e. a racetrack. However, when you put 1300 mAh batteries on, it obviously loses a lot of its agility, but it's still more agile than pretty much any other quad you can think of. So with its 1300 battery on, it essentially becomes a really light racer. Interestingly enough, because I used up all my 1300s and 850s, I thought, ah, what the hell, and I ran it for two batteries on 1500s, which then turns it into a really planted, really fun kind of freestyle quad that's really good to fling around, has plenty of momentum, and still has bags of agility. So I've got to say, this thing is just absolutely blown me away. My flying today was supposed to be really gentle just to test it out, but of course I got carried away. I crashed and bounced it off trees and the grass, etc. about 20 times. And there's just, it survived every single clunk with a tree without any issue whatsoever. So, fair play to Thug and their carbon. It's holding up absolutely perfect, and this TPU pod has protected all my components. Oh, we got a tractor. Has protected all my components absolutely brilliantly. So I'll leave you with some flight footage, but as of right now, these are my props of choice. I've got some Gemfan Flash 5152 bi-blades coming, but after my experience with the Cyclones, the bi-blade version, I might not actually use those too much, I might actually try going up an additional size and possibly putting on the Emax Evan or even, well, Gemfan Hulkies or something like that. So yeah, more to do, but really good, and I'm sure you can't hear me because of this tractor. Cheers guys, bye.